This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, guys. How are you? Bhargavi, Isha, Mukesh, Nagendra, R. Krishna, Rohil, Shahbaz Pasha, Silesh,
Hello.
and Ram.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, guys. If you are in some place wherein you have a lot of disturbance, please keep yourself in mute unless until we have certain information to discuss or pass. Right, guys. So yesterday we have started with our demonstration. Now we have to go with your second session. And while I was talking about first demonstration, today is your second demo. When I was talking about your second day demo, I have told you very clearly that I'm going to give you some notes. So guys, pull up your pen and book and get ready for your notes. So the people who have joined very fresh today are the people who were there yesterday in the class. The people who were there yesterday, for them, this will be a revision time, what we have discussed in yesterday's session. And the people who have joined today as a first day, for them, it will be for understanding like whatever we have discussed in yesterday's session, because yesterday is more first demo. So now write down the heading as SAP AG. Everyone write down the heading as SAP AG. Guys, you need to pull your pen and book to take down certain important information in relation with SAP. So if you have this information handy, whenever you have any doubt or if anyone asks you what SAP is all about, you should be able to tell this after going through whatever we are discussing today. Now guys, write down heading as SAP AG. And after writing SAP AG, now you are going to start taking some notes. Write down SAP AG. SAP AG is a software development company. SAP AG is a software development company. SAP AG is a software development company. The first statement. And it starts and it starts its operations its operations from Germany. So the first statement being SAP AG is a software development company. Added to that statement, it starts its operations from Germany. Second statement. And on top of the second statement, write down the third. The softwares or the software applications which are developed by SAP AGR, software applications which are developed by SAP AGR, S for HANA. Number one is S for HANA. This is the name of the software application on which we are going to do our entire administration. S for HANA, comma ECC, S for HANA, comma ECC, comma SAP R3, etc., comma SAP R3, etc. So guys, what SAP AG does, it develops these software applications. So next statement, these software applications are designed These software applications are designed with the ability. These software applications are designed with the ability to run business process, to run business process, to run business process. And if a software application, and if a software application is designed to run a business process, and if a software application is designed to run the business process, we call such software applications as we call such software applications as ERP application. Mic is on. Guys, you are able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Isha? Yeah. So these software applications are called as ERP applications. What do you call them, guys? ERP applications. And a company which design and a company which design such software applications, a company which designs such software applications is named as is named as ERP developing company. Is named as ERP developing company. And the biggest competitor and the biggest competitor of SAP ERP is biggest competitor of SAP ERP is Oracle ERP. Oracle ERP. The biggest competitor of SAP ERP is Oracle ERP, Microsoft ERP, Microsoft ERP, PeopleSoft ERP, etc., PeopleSoft ERP, etc. So this is what the discussion we had yesterday in Vital. So now you can close your pen and relax. Guys, we have given you a heads up how SAP software application helps one to run a business. Now, guys, I am just taking one server here in front of you, but you can have multiple servers in SAP world, multiple servers in SAP world like this. So every server has a software application loaded as S per HANA. And after loading software application, guys, if this business is say, this is pharma, right? So let us talk about a company like COAE. What is this company? Coke. This is a soft drink company now. So as per the business requirement, the people who are sitting in other classes, you have this is Varshnati Training Institutes wherein we teach multiple modules. Apart from our class, we have another class wherein finance is taught. Apart from other class, we have sales and distribution taught. And apart from that, material management taught. Apart from that, production planning taught. All the departments through which a business runs, right? and how they should be configuring these business entities into SAP system will be taught to them, right? So as a basis guy, there is no need we to have all this knowledge at all how to configure a system. Our job is to make the system ready, and the people who are learning different departments, or what you say in SAP language as modules, those people are going to configure the business as configure the system or configure this software as per the business. And once this is configured totally, the employees in the company will be sitting in various departments, right? Those employees would log into this system every day. These are sales people, these are material department people, these are production department people, right? These are HR people. They will be logging onto the systems from various corners of the world. They may be having dealers, sub dealers. So whoever are big dealers and sub dealers, even they log in. What the dealers would do, guys? Dealer would store their requirement. We want this much, this many liters of this soft drink. So they will be entering that data into the system. So when every department people and their dealers are entering the data into a single system, we call this S4HANA is running Coke business, and this S4HANA is running Dr. Reddy Laboratories. Now, for our understanding, I have just drawn one server, guys. But in if you go into a business world, let us talk about this business world wherein you have multiple businesses running on SAP software. Guys, what is the costliest mobile phone today? iPhone. iPhone is whose company? That is, the iPhone is manufactured by which company? Apple. You know, Apple uses SAP for their entire operations. Yeah, Apple runs entire. This is an Apple production server, suppose. In this way, if you talk about another mobile company which is known to everyone today is Samsung. Samsung not only mobile, they have lot many varieties of products they manufacture. Apple also manufacture their laptops. Microsoft even manufacture their laptops. This, whether you take Apple, whether you take Samsung, whether you talk about Microsoft, everyone uses SAP today. And various employees of the company are going to log into these systems. Not only one system, guys. If I talk about Philips, if I talk about Sony, these are all our electronic manufacturing companies. How they are running today? They run on SAP. And what do you think? How many SAP servers they have? Guys, if you talk about Philips, or if you talk about Sony, or if you talk about Samsung, at least and at least they will be having 800 to 1000 systems in their data centers. To maintain this 800 servers on which you can say 100 are production systems wherein actual business runs. Apart from that, they have a development and quality assurance systems. So what these people will be doing, all the employees of the company would log into these systems every day. The people who have to configure business, they will configure. The people who have to test the business, they will test the business. Real business would go into production system. Now, likewise, it is a basis team duty to manage and support this thousand servers. And single person cannot do this support of 1000 servers. You need to have a team. That's the reason our works are majorly 24 bar 7. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say, guys? Now, in our class, we have lot many people from Saudi Arab. Yeah, so they might be working for some company. Let us just tap them and ask, what is their business? Rohil, what is the business you support? Rohil, you there, Rohil? You're able to hear me? Tell me your business line. I hope Rohil has disappeared somewhere else. Ishaq, are you from Saudi?
No, sir.
Yasin? No. Yasin?
No, no, sir. I am from India only.
Then Pasha. I don't know. Yesterday we
I'm
have a lot of
from
people.
India. I'm from.
You're from India, no doubt about it, but working in Saudi, right? So there
No,
were people
I'm working in
working.
Hyderabad. Yeah.
So some people will be working in a pipe manufacturing company. Some people will be working in oil manufacturing company. Some people will be working on gas manufacturing company. In these way, they're working in different businesses. And what is their prime job? Do they need to know how a business runs as a basis guy? Answer no. We are not bothered about how the business is running. We are bothered about how we have to take care of the servers on which these businesses are running. That is what was our prime duty. Okay, guys, yesterday I have told you, today I have repeated it. Now, the outcome of yesterday's class was we have discussed all these things, and today we have to take up these particular things. The first thing, what is ERP? Guys, today if I ask you what is ERP, it's very obvious that anyone can tell me ERP abbreviation. Yes or no? Enterprise Resource Planning or Enterprises Resource Planning. The moment you hear a word enterprise, what strikes your mind, guys? Enterprise means any business or process. Now, if I talk about, can you name some businesses in the world? The very first business what strikes my mind today is education business. It's a very good business, guys. In one sense, education is not the business, but nowadays people have made it as a business only. So from your KG to PG or before KG also nowadays you have what? Preschools. Before KG, preschools. From that to PG. So it's very good business, right? Yes or no? Don't you think like these businesses are using some software? Obviously they will use some other software. Why can't that software be SAP? Today, guys, big universities runs on SAP ERP. And once you tell education system, the next thing which has to strike my mind is hospital industry. Now we are just out of a very big pandemic. Yes or no, guys? We are just out of very big pandemic. Now in pandemic, the people who have grown multi are hospital industries, and once you go to hospital, pharma industries, right? And whatever we use, FMCG, fast moving consumer goods at your household, everything is fast moving. Next, retail shops. Everywhere we see Reliance Fresh, Heritage Fresh, this fresh, that fresh. You have Big Bazaar, you have D Mart, you have Walmart. Yes or no? You have lot many retail shops. Next, electronics industry. As I've spoke about lot many electronic companies today, right? And then when you go and buy a mobile, next is telecom industry. It's very obvious that you need to purchase a mobile SIM, and everyone know who has occupied our total telecom industry today. Now, leaving that, let us come go to your automobile industry. Guys, everyone who travel from one location to other location, they would use some or other automobile. Yes or no? So let us talk about some automobile industry to understand how the things work there. Let us talk about Indian automobile business. Two-wheeler bikes. The moment I say Indian two-wheeler bikes, which bike strikes your mind first? Say Bajaj. Bajaj, say Caliber, right? And then Honda, or what do you say, Hero, right? Hero, Splendor. Yeah, the two vehicle manufacturing companies. What do you think, like how the business runs? To understand how that business runs in today's class only, I am going to take you, suppose, virtually outside Bajaj industry, wherein they manufacture two-wheeler bikes. I'm seeing they have a huge industry in Gorgaon, near Delhi. So a truck is coming into this, what do you say, industrial area, where it will go directly, it will go into material department. If a truck has to come in also, you need to have a gate pass. So that gate pass is out of SAP system, and it will go directly into material department. wherein entire raw material is downloaded. So think that 100 cartons of raw material has come. So once the raw material has come, there should be some other department which has to check the quality of it. Quality management department. So 100 cartons out of which 98 cartons are good, 2 cartons are rejected. So once whatever the quality check material, people will use it for production. And to do production, you require what? Plants. Different plants, different machineries are required. So plant maintenance. Next, what you have once you produce your things, vehicles are ready that has to be kept in warehouse department or go down. And then we need to sell them. Who takes up selling responsibility? Sales and distribution. And once you sell them, what company would get? Money that is taken care by finance department. Next, to do controlling of all the departments, we have a controlling department, and in every department you require human power. HR is required. Now if you are working in some company, the people HR team will maintain your records and all, right? So who takes care of all these things? HR department. In this way, to run one business, these are different departments utilized. So in this way, different industries would have different departments. Yes or no? So what these are called as, we call them as defined resources. What do you call them as? Define resources. Enterprises means businesses, resources means their departments. And what is next? Planning. Now, guys, listen to this very carefully. Whether that is SAP ERP, or whether it may be Oracle ERP, or whether it may be Microsoft ERP, whether it may be a PeopleSoft ERP, whatever ERP developing company, guys, the only ultimate aim of that company is to plan all these departments into a single software. And SAP has done that, and they have named that software as S4HANA. They have planned what? All these departments, and likewise any other department through which any of the industry runs in the world. And they have programmed everything into a single software, and SAP has named it today as S4HANA. Oracle named it today as Fusion. Our latest name of that is Oracle Business Suite. And Microsoft would call it as Navision. Everyone have their own ERP applications today. The fundamental thing is all those departments should be planned into a single software. Now, a question. Can we design in our own ERP, guys? Tell me, can we design our own ERP? I'm not asking
Yes.
you to write programming, please. You are the owners of the company now, wherein you can give salaries to the people. Can you hire programmers? And then can you hire the people who understand various business across the globe? Because every business are more or less, it will be same. Yeah. So you need to do what? You need to encrypt all those particular things with the help of programming into a single software. But don't think like that can be done in a matter of 1 day or 2 day or 1 month or 1 year or 2 years. That needs to be developed for years together, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. In that way, the people have to spend time. And final product which comes out, you can name it as anything because you have done it. So if I develop an ERP, I will name it as Rashad. It's my will, yeah. And the world likes it, and the world likes it, and any business adopts it. One business will see it is running very good and running my business needs. Other business will adopt it. Other business sees, and then they will feel that this product is running good or this ERP is running good. They will adopt it. In that way, company by company, they will be choosing. That's what has happened with SAP. Understood? So this is what is ERP for us. Got it? Anyone have any questions on it? Yeah. So once you are done with this, what is ERP? Next, let us look into all the ERPs are designed with the same fashion, sir. Yes. So what's the programming language behind SAP ERP? The programming language behind SAP ERP is ABAP. ABAP, what you say, ABAP, Advanced Business Application Programming. And what is the programming language behind Oracle ERP? PLSQL. PLSQL. And what is the programming language behind Microsoft ERP? Microsoft ERP programming language is .NET. Understood, guys? So these are the programming languages which are utilized by the people to develop a software applications. In this way, you can also develop a programming language first. That means you means don't think of writing program. We are not going to do that. We are only owners here. Did you get it, guys? Yes or no? So we are going to act as a manager here who can adopt these particular things. So these are what are called as ERPs for us. Fair enough. Now, when all ERPs have similar kind of a feature, then the big question what has to come in your mind is why SAP only? Why you and me or any business would adopt SAP for their business needs? Why not other ERPs? Yes, guys, that's first prime question which has to strike your mind. There should be something which is very good in SAP ERP compared with other ERPs. Now, should I tell you that, guys? Everyone, yes? Why SAP ERP? Now, to understand that, guys, you first of all you need to understand what ERP application should have. Guys, every ERP application is furtherly classified as technical core area and functional core area. Technical core area and functional core area. Where technical core area is nothing but a programming language and the work what we are here for. What kind of consultants we are? We are technical consultants who doesn't write programming. Understood, guys? We are technical consultant, no doubt about it, but we don't write programming. So programmers are ABAPers. We are basis guys. Got it? Both the things put together, we call it as technical core area. And apart from that, another thing in your ERP is functional core area. Functional core area means all these departments. So guys, if you want to learn programming, we need to have a programming logic in us. So whether we have a programming logic in us or not, we are going to come to know about that when we are in schools and colleges only. Because in schools and colleges nowadays, everyone starts with some or other programming language. If you can write a program wherein it can say A plus B is equal to C, whatever the syntax you use, yeah, you need to write down whatever the syntax you use, A plus B is equal to C. And then once you execute the program, it should ask me A value. And next, when you enter A value and enter, it should ask me B value. So the output should be C. It should give you A plus B is equal to C. If you are able to write that program in any syntax or any programming language, then obviously you guys can go for programming. But one fundamental thing for learning programming and working in programming, at least you need to have master's degree. Master's. Bachelor's is not suited for programming again. Now coming back to functionality, guys. Functionality, how many departments we have? In various departments, various people work. Everyone know that very clear. So if you are MBA sales and marketing fellow, you know how sales happen, and you might have worked for few months or few years in sales department. You know how the sales happen in any industry. With that knowledge, you can come for learning sales and distribution. And if you want to learn finance, you need to have a background of finance. Say what you MBA finance or ICWA or CA, and you should be working under CA for some limited period. You need to know how a balance sheet is prepared. We don't know what is account receivable, account payable, and now you're learning finance means it's wasting your time. In this way, for learning each and every department, you need to have some other background. Understood? So the only thing wherein you don't have much efforts is basis. Anyone can learn basis. Yesterday we had one gentleman with the name Siddharth. I don't know whether he's there or not. I've interacted with him yesterday. He said like he worked in finance for 3 years. Now he want to convert into basis. So that means when he has worked on finance for 3 years, he understands the entire system. So he should be having a definitely a value add. He can become a basis guy, but he cannot become a programmer for knowing programming. So neither you have a knowledge of programming nor any functionality. Any graduate, 3 years graduate can come to learn basis. That's the reality. That's the reason whoever is being suggested by your friends, your brothers, or your relatives, they have suggested you to learn basis and security and HANA administration here. Understood, guys? This is the reason. Now, every ERP has this, yes, every ERP has this functionalities. Then when every ERP has this functionality and they have a different programming language, what do you call Oracle admin? Oracle DBA. What do you call him? Oracle DBA or Apps DBA. What do you call Microsoft DBA? SQL DBA. Guys, we had someone in the class with the previous knowledge of SQL DBA. Is he there today? No, no. So, but if he's there, he's already halfway in here now. Right, guys? So, again, sir, whatever you have said is very clear now. Every ERP has all these things, and unless until you have a technical and functional in your software, you cannot call it as an ERP. So, every ERP should have this. Then why SAP should be chosen? Guys, the reason is very simple. Every ERP has these departments, but SAP ERP is born to develop it in integrated fashion. What do you mean by integrated fashion, guys? When you load SAP system, this all things will come in a single server and they are integrated. For example, integrated means the moment a material is input in this department, that is visible in quality department. Once the quality check is done, that is visible in production department. Once the production is done, that can be kept in warehouse. And whatever is lying in a stock room, a fellow can see and sell him. And whatever he sells it, that will be updated in finance. So if you have an integrated ERP, there is no need you to type in the same data multiple times in multiple departments. So the best part of SAP ERP is, tell me, guys, these all are integrated with each other and compare with any other ERPs in the world. Other ERPs in the world, you don't have this integration. Other ERPs do not have any integration, but SAP ERP has this integration with them. That is the best part behind which people are choosing SAP ERP for running running their businesses. Now, guys, whatever I have spoke about business, that is too much now. Shall we keep this business aside for some time? Yes or no? So why do you think like why I open your head and keep business in your head? Because it should be very clear to you. Tomorrow we are going to take care of a server on which business runs. That should be framed in your mind. So in one sense, if it is framed, the work whatever we do, guys, we will be very cautious doing that work. So why? Because if you bring down your system or if you stop your system which is running and doing the business, we'll be having a sense. If I stop the server, that means I'm stopping entire business in the world. So that should be very clear in your head. So for that reason, I'm pumping this information. After today's class, I'm not going to speak about any business. I'm going to speak about only basis. Now let me start it today itself. Guys, from basis prospects, why SAP should be chosen? What does ABAP stands for, guys? Advanced Business Application Programming. Similar way, what does basis stands for? Business Application Software Integrated. Some people call it as solutions, some people call it as systems. Right? So you have to Remember this basis abbreviation at least when you are going to attend fresher interview. People may ask me, do you have knowledge on what basis stands for? You say that you have learned basis and you don't know what does basis stands for, it is weird. Yes or no? So you need to have this understanding. Now coming back from a basis prospects, guys, the moment I say basis, how many things should strike your mind? Hardware or cloud. Next thing, operating system. Next is RDBMS. So that means whatever the softwares which are given to you by SAP, that can be loaded on what kind of hardware or cloud today. That on that hardware cloud, what kind of OS can be. And after loading this application, what should be the database behind? What all the choices you have? So guys, the moment I say operating system, the very first operating system strikes your mind is Microsoft. And Microsoft has all these flavors. What these flavors are, guys? Windows 2003, Windows 2008, Windows 2012, Windows 2016, Windows 2018, Windows 2022. And these are all are server based. You might be listening to these names. Windows, you have heard it, but 2003, 2008, 2012, 2016, you might have never heard it. So guys, what are these? Every day, whatever the operating system we use for ourselves on our laptop, this operating system is client based operating system. What kind of operating system is this? Windows 10 Pro. This is client operating system. Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows 11, these are clients. That's what we use in every day. But what we need is server based operating systems. And these are those server based operating systems. You may say, sir, we have never ever loaded this operating systems. But we are going to teach you here in our classes. Not only Microsoft, guys, we are going to teach you even Unix flavors. What's the first Unix flavor which is striking your mind? Linux. Linux has two different vendors. One is Red Hat and one is SUSE. Yeah, guys, out of this Red Hat and SUSE, SUSE is partnered with SAP. SAP prefers to go with SUSE all the time. Apart from these flavors, other flavors are Solaris, AIX, HP Unix. These are different Unix operating system, guys. But one fundamental thing everyone have to understand today. Today, whatever we hear, S for HANA, S for HANA is developed in such a way that the database HANA can never be loaded on any other operating system, neither Windows nor Solaris or HP Unix or AIX, but it can be loaded only on two flavors of Linux, Red Hat or SUSE. If anyone say that we are running on HANA DB, so that means operating system should be either SUSE or Red Hat. Out of this, SAP is partnered with SUSE. So in our classes, we are going to have this SUSE very much. Right? Now coming back to hardware. If you want to load Windows operating systems, guys, what kind of hardware we use? Intel based. What are Intel based operating systems? Xeon and Titanium. Xeon means x86, x64 bit. Titanium starts with IA. When you look at this, guys, whatever I've just shown you, this is what kind of operating system? X64 bit. So apart from that, sometimes we see IA. IA are Titanium based. So apart from that, we have even AMD and all, guys. What do you have? AMD and all. So these are your hardwares. Tomorrow, if you want to load SUSE or Red Hat, the same hardware is utilized by me. Now, if anyone says, sir, I want to go for SunSpark hardware, then operating system would be what? Solaris. If they say I want to run on IBM Blade, then what should be the operating system? IBM Blade has developed, or IBM has developed AIX operating system. These are Unix. Now HP Blade takes only HP Unix operating systems. Got it, guys? So in one sense, this is our playground wherein we are going to play in coming future. Is that clear to everyone? Now coming back to your databases, SAP basis guys should have an understanding about all the databases: Oracle, MS SQL, DB2, MaxDB, Sybase, and HANA. The reason being, guys, tomorrow you get a job to handle the servers of some business. That business may have Oracle, or they may have DB2, or they may have MaxDB, or they may have even HANA. So that's the reason in our classes, if you exactly count from today till a month, everyone in your class should be able to work on any flavor of OS, any flavor of hardware, and any flavor of databases. Clear, this is our playground wherein our softwares are loaded. Got it, guys? We have other softwares. What are other softwares we have in SAP world? Heard about it? Heard about it? CRM, SRM, SEM, XI, BI, PI, these all are our softwares, which you guys are going to get understanding about slowly in our coming future. So, but for us, whatever may be the software application, the good thing is our administration is not changing. In whatever database they are loaded on, our administration is never changing. The only thing is, however, I do administration of Oracle, the same way I'm going to do administration of HANA. Got it? So this is our playground, and these are the reasons behind why SAP is chosen compared with any other ERP. Now coming back to how many softwares, guys. Guys, you like to understand, to tell you this information, I'm not going to give you anything from my side. I'm just going to go and Google in front of you, and I'll type SAP R by 3. Let me type as Wiki, Wikipedia. Let me open Wikipedia. Guys, SAP ERP has started from this age. I said like SAP was released, started a company in 1972, right? But 72, whatever the softwares they have given as R1 or R2, these are not ERPs. From here, the ERP has started. ERP word has started rather. What was the first software, guys? SAP R3 Enterprise Edition 1.0A. This was released in July 1992. Since July 1992 till 2003, the software name was SAP R3 Enterprise Edition only. Might be various releases here. But in 2004 onwards, SAP has changed the name to, from 2004 till 2016, the name is ECC only. Guys, but in 2015 itself, SAP has even released S/4HANA. And what is the latest software of SAP, guys? We don't even have here, but we have it with us. It is S/4HANA 2023. That's a year. Guys, here 1511 is, 15 is year, 11th is month. In this way, SAP has released their different softwares. Now the question, what do you think, guys? Are we going to do administration of all these softwares? Huh? It is equivalent to you telling, I'm a good doctor, but if I have to operate, I need another one, another doctor beside me. Not like that, right, guys? We are basis guys. That means whatever SAP releases to the world, I should be able to do administration of it. Now look at this. I have written the same thing here. So from here to here, between 1990 to 2003, the softwares which are developed by SAP is with ABAP programming. That's the reason we call them as ABAP engine or ABAP system or ABAP stack. Yesterday I've said like stack, STA, ABAP stack. What we named them, guys? ABAP stack. So let me write down here, STACK slash ABAP stack or ABAP engine, right? So these are all ABAP stacks and ABAP engine. And don't you worry, guys. Don't you worry and think, sir, for this 1990 to 2003, that is 11 years, SAP has got only one software? No. In 1998, SAP has released one more software with the name, what? BIW. What does BIW stands for, guys? Business Information Warehouse. What do you call them? So that software was released by SAP. On top of it, we have SAP APO, another software, Advanced Planner and Optimizer. What do you call APO as? Advanced Planner and Optimizer. So that means between 1992 to 2003, SAP has released how many softwares with various releases? One is R3 with various releases. One is BW with various releases. One is APO with various releases. Got it? So only three softwares between 1990 to 2003. Now coming back to 2004 to till date. What is the name of the software? First ECC 5.0, then 6.0, then 6.0, SR1, SR2, SR3, then ECC 6, EHP 1, 2, 3. What's the latest one? EHP 8, that is ECC 6.0, EHP 8. And after that, SAP has come up with what? S for HANA. What's the latest software of S for HANA? 2023, last year. This year they didn't release yet. That's the latest one. Apart from that, SAP has got how many softwares? BW, APO, XIP, IPO, CRM, SRM, SEM, SCM, Fury, Solution Manager. These are all our SAP softwares. They are released between 2004 to till date. And you know, guys, they are also designed with the programming language ABAP with the added flavor of Java. When the systems are developed with ABAP and Java, what do you call those systems as? ABAP and Java stack. And if you look at these systems, guys, they are designed with a single architecture which is called as R3 architecture. What do you call them? And when you look at the softwares which are designed after 2004, they are called as NetWeaver architecture. So to explain you the administration, the fundamental thing what I have to teach you is what is R3 architecture, followed by what is NetWeaver architecture, followed by next HANA architecture. So in this way, I have to explain and teach you different architectures first. Architecture is nothing but the way the system is developed, what all the different entities makes this SAP system, how it functions, how it has to be loaded, right? So these are all things we are going to understand in this architecture session. And the first class, technical class, is called as architecture class. So in which you have to learn what is R3 architecture, what is NetWeaver architecture. So this is what I need to discuss to you as a first class tomorrow. And this is what is SAP for, and these are all the softwares of SAP. Got it? So now coming to your future, as we have already discussed and disclosed it, guys, all your businesses which are world class today, they are on SAP. right? So the moment I say business, guys, what is the costliest business in the world today, according to you? Say diamond manufacturing companies, say oil and gas manufacturing companies, right? Say the fastest moving cars. What is the costliest car today, guys? So that means you say Rolls Royce or whatever you say, from a small and medium scale business like Pan Dabba, wherein we get Killi and Pan cigarette and all, from that to aerospace, anything can run on SAP. So, for example, you can ask me, sir, we have not many departments in our government. If I go to secretariat today, how many departments we see? We see different departments. Let us talk about some departments now. Let us talk about our power distribution, electricity department. Yes. So what do you call this electricity department in short form? Geneco, Transco, TS Geneco, TS Transco. You know one thing, guys, Singareni colonies. The entire TS Genco Transco uses SAP today. The fellow who comes with an equipment who gives you a bill, he is going to go back with that equipment. He is going to attach that particular thing into SAP server so that all data flows into it. Or else they may have a mobile network communication wherein the moment a bill is generated here, automatically the system will be updated with your data. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? So in these way, you take waterworks, you take police department, you take traffic police, you take RTA. RTA is road transport. You name a department, you require a software today. So that software can be SAP software. So there is if a person who understand ERP becomes a clear, not only in your state, guys, in central also, you have lot many departments, and every department requires a software. We can adopt SAP anywhere. So tomorrow there is no surprise that tomorrow someone say, I work in government department as basis guy. Understood? So SAP is occupied. But leaving those particular things, guys, look at yourself from your head to toe. Whatever you use on your head, whether hair oil or shampoo, whatever you use as a shoe, or whatever the Lee pant or Reebok shoe, or jeans, whatever you use, flying machine and all. So this all runs on SAP today. Are you understanding, guys? Now, apart from that, the moment you wake up in the morning, the very first thing what you do opening the door is you pick milk packet and a newspaper. Dairy Pharma and as well as media, both are running on SAP today. Understood? So whatever the milk you take, say Tirmala runs on SAP. Whatever the newspaper you take, Times or Dakkan, they runs on SAP. So without our knowledge, SAP is entered into every aspect what we are doing. We are going to manage such servers, and that's the reason we say if you have to learn anything to make your career wherein you can retire, you have to learn something called as ERP administration. And in that ERPs, what is that best ERP what you have today is SAP. And that's the reason your future is in safe hands. Clear? I said about your prerequisite to learn it. I have told you to do functionality. You have lot many prerequisites. But when it comes to your programming, guys, in your lifetime, you can learn only one thing. What you can say with full efforts and full success. You can't say I learn finance and as well as basis. You can't say that I will learn ABAP and one more SD. One lifetime, first of all, you learn one thing, get a job in it, and once you're well versed with that functional module, so finance person can also learn SD or MM, and ABAPer can learn basis, right? And basis is such a module that anyone can learn it. That's wherein people, if you are 3 years graduate, if you want to keep some efforts onto it, yes, you can learn it and master it, and see to that your career is totally on SAP till you retire. Fair enough, guys. Now I have told you about your job prospects as well. So if you really want to learn whatever I say, and you want to go in the way I am guiding you, there is no need you think about your job. Job is waiting for you. The only thing is you need to learn the right subject, spending the right time on it. I have told you about a cloud, and I have even shown you our Virtuality cloud as well. So tomorrow, your laptop, we are going to build your laptop as your own private cloud. In a matter of 1 week time itself, we are going to do it. So then you'll realize, okay, this is how the cloud operates and works. This is how it is developed. And I've spoke about certification, and I've told the people who are outside India, for them, we are going to help you to write certifications. And now coming back to your scope of work, I've shown you how we are dealing with your subjects in 3.5 months. And most of the people have asked me, like the working people have asked me, so 3.5 months is very lengthy. Then I said like 15 days is the initial time when you have to invest in one class. Then potentially I'm going to make you sit in multiple batches. But there is nothing like fast track or hard track, nothing like that. Fast track is attending multiple batches. And guys, a person who is learning basis for the first time, whatever I teach him in first class, his entire day is required to do that practical. If he's sitting in multiple batches, he won't be able to do the practice. Are you understanding what I mean to say? So if you don't do the practice, then you're wasting your time here. So these are the things what I felt like telling you, and we are done with this. And tomorrow your first technical class starts. And what should be the name of your first technical class, guys? What? R3 architecture. So that should be your first class. Here you go. R3 architecture. Here you go. R3 architecture of software applications. Guys, we are not only going to learn these particular things from prospects of SAP, but we are going to learn from any aspects, any software which was developed in the world, how this architecture is designed and everything. Clear? Every one of you. So this is it. This is it. Now, anyone have any questions on overall discussions what we had? I'm here in front of you guys. You can question me and you can clear off your doubts.
What is AG? Tell me once again, please.
Sorry,
What is AG?
what is?
AG.
Spell out clearly, gentlemen. We are not able to understand what you're saying.
AG. What does AG
AG,
mean?
oh,
And
AG
tell me, explain
is
once again.
equivalent, AG is equivalent to a limited company. Now, if you have asked me that, I cannot pronounce it. SAP, now you say AG means, right? So what does AG mean in German? In Germany. Let us see whether you can pronounce it or not. You can try to pronounce it. Last thing I can pronounce is shaft. This is what is AG mean. Okay, abbreviation.
That,
AG is an
that is not why
abbreviation.
I'm not asking. Explain the architectures once again. How
Sorry,
is
sorry.
performed? In previous slide, you show the architecture of AG, how it work. Then tell me once again, please.
Previous class I
First
have
slide of
shown you the
PPT. Yeah,
it's very
that's one.
it's very Nagendra, it's very hard to understand you. The previous class, what did I show? I have shown you.
That's one. Yeah.
What did I shown you in previous class?
First
I've
slide. Yeah,
started with
that's all.
SAP AG. You want me to write down abbreviation beside this, but we can't pronounce it here. It's German word. Okay. What you're trying to tell me, beta? Nagendra.
Ex- Explain once again architecture.
I didn't speak about architecture to you at all. I am going to speak about architecture tomorrow.
Okay.
Did I speak about architecture, guys?
No,
No.
no, sir. No, sir.
Were you there in your class, Nagendra? Is everything okay with you?
Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Okay. So anyone else have any other question? Ask me, beta. RDBMS is nothing but Relational Database Management System. We in your world, yeah, it's not like that. But HANA database is recently 2015 year, 2015 release. But SAP has done this particular development for so many years and they have developed it. But when SAP has released the application, they did not have any database for them. Only having an application where the data has to sit. Yes or no? So they have developed their application in such a way that that application is flexible to be loaded on any databases. Oracle is Oracle's database, right? But SAP application can run on Oracle database. Then they thought like if I'm doing it for Oracle, why can't I do it for MS SQL? So they have done it for MS SQL. Same application can run similar way on MS SQL. Similar way on DB2. Similar way on SAP is developed by the time their database with the name SAP DB or MaxDB. SAP's first database name is SAPDB or MaxDB. But till then, the whole world was believing Oracle database because it's robust. They feel like the data is secure on Oracle database compared with any other database. So SAPDB has not clicked that much. So then SAP has purchased Sybase. Sybase was some other company, so SAP purchased it now. So it is under SAP's feather itself. Then they have developed in-memory computing. All this RDBMS, Oracle, MS SQL, DB2, MaxDB, Sybase, those are functioning on hard disk. But when it comes to HANA, HANA from hard disk, it is pulled into RAM and we call it as in-memory computing. It resides in RAM. RAM is faster or hard disk is faster? So the purpose of HANA is to make your system to run faster. Okay, what do you call HANA database as? In-memory computing. Okay, so anyone else, any other question? Bhargavi, do you have any question, beta?
No, sir.
Right, Mukesh, do you have any question?
So in this you will also teach us how to do that pacemaker, how to configure in pacemaker cluster
Be a bit louder, Mukesh. So you have said like you're going to teach how to.
no, so in this do you will explain also how to configure on pacemaker cluster like CRM status and
Cluster.
all that stuff. Yeah.
Clustering is something like that is a OS concept. We are
Hmm.
going to tell you how cluster works. Okay, but that is OS administration, cluster administration. Okay,
Okay.
so cluster
Okay.
admin has to be done by a cluster admin. I'm going to teach you basics of OS to a level that you should be able to understand OS, load OS, install OS, and you have to know how to work on operating system. To that extent, I'm going to teach you, but clustering, or DR setups at OS level. We are not going to, or else what do you say? Node A, Node B, we are not going to do that.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Bye bye. So, anyone else? So, see you tomorrow, guys, to start with your first session that is called as R3 architecture. Good day, guys. Let us meet tomorrow at 8 p.m. Thank you.